Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I know it has been a while, Gemini. I have been pulling all my energy in, trying to heal from something that I am going through, and I will get there. But I thought I would jump in today, get you a reading since your season is coming up, your birthday season. Happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. You guys are by far my biggest audience and my biggest supporters. So I just want to thank you. It's been 2 years since I've had this channel, and you guys really tune in and you show up, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. So happy birthday, Gemini. I'm going to do a timeless tarot card reading for you. Just a general tarot card reading for the sign of Gemini anywhere in your chart, or if you're just checking in on a Gemini. Everyone is welcome here. It just might not resonate with all, but you are more than welcome. And I am not doing personal readings right now because I am going through something. So I'm trying to focus on my health and my well-being, and going to work, of course, got to keep the day job, but no personal readings for a little while. I will let you know when I am back up and running with those. And thank you to everyone who has sent me an email wondering where I've been. God, your support means everything to me. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, a moon oracle card for the sign of Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? Work through your fears, the new moon in Scorpio. Oh, work through your fears. I'm not a fan of this card, but I do see the need for it, the necessity to let go of those things that are holding us back. And a win-win outcome is forecast, the full moon in Libra. Like that. Love that. So you're bound to win here. But adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. Let's see what this is all about. When I pulled your angel oracle cards before this reading, I got joy and focus on service. All right, let's see. What kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for the sign of Gemini? The sea serpent. Look at this. You're pulling it back too, trying to gather all your strength, all your energy. Really, you got your eye on something. You've got some kind of goal ahead, some kind of dream ahead, and you've got your eye on it. Very, very determined energy coming through. The sea serpent, like a sponge. It's like you're soaking information up or learning about something new here. You've got your eye on some kind of new literature or some kind of new reading material, maybe. I wonder what that's all about. And the buffalo, look at this strength you have, and the tiger underneath that, and the scorpion. There's that Scorpio energy coming through with work through your fears. It's time to face the fears here. It's time to really let that resistance go. Put that wall down of whatever's stopping you, whatever's holding you back, whatever fear is holding you back from moving forward with this fire. You've got this fire energy coming through with the tiger. And then Taurus energy coming through, the strength card, the determined. There's so much determination here. It's just like never give up, never surrender. I am not going to let go of this dream or this goal or this idea that I have. Nothing is going to get in my way, but there's some kind of fear, some kind of niggling fear that maybe it's not going to work out, or maybe you're working on it for a really long time. So there's underlying fear that it's not going to happen or it's not going to work. I wonder why. Maybe you tried it in the past. Maybe this is something that has tickled your interest in the past, and so you went for it, but it wasn't the right timing. Something wasn't right there for you to be doing that. You had to get some more life lessons under your belt. What is that all about? Spirit, tell me what that's all about with the Zen Tarot card. The Creator. Wow, the Magician comes in to say that you are creating your own destiny here. You are the manifester here. You're manifesting something very, very big. Comes from the solar plexus chakra. So this passion, this idea, this dream has popped up again. Maybe you tried to shove it down or push it under the rug. It just wasn't right. You didn't have the money, you didn't have the time, but something has opened up here. Some kind of door has opened up where you're pursuing something again. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it is writing. You're creating some kind of story. And that's why I'm seeing so many different scenarios, because you're creating characters. That could very well be. We're going to get some clarification on what you are creating here, but look at this. You are off on an adventure, walking through the unknown. And that's where some of this fear is coming in. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of letting go, because something becomes very comfortable. Even if it's fear, it becomes very comfortable. You can rely on it. It's always there, right? It's always there to remind you how scary things can be or how bad things can go. It's like, It's like an old friend, right? An old friend, that fear of you can't do it or it can't be done. It's impossible. Laziness. Wow. With the Nine of Cups, some dream come true, some kind of victory here, a big victory that you're celebrating because you figured out a way. You figured out a way to do it. You figured out a way to make the time. You figured out a way to get by until the money comes in here. You figured out a way. Something came in and it's pushing you through this door of the unknown here. Whew, I can't wait to see what this is about. What are you thinking about? What is on your mind, Gemini? I saw the Queen of Cups. What is on your mind? What is on your mind? The Ace of Swords. Wow, God, you're determined in this. There's just some kind of formula that's come into play here. You figured something out, some kind of brilliant idea or brilliant workaround. There's been some kind of fixing here, some kind of puttying up the holes here. You blocked the dam up somehow to make something flow for a minute until you could get going. That's why I'm seeing that you are cutting back, or you're cutting down on something, you're letting something go to get something else here. There's some sacrifice here for this big, beautiful idea of yours. Some kind of formula. You've come in, you can see all the formulas up in the ether here with the Ace of Swords. The swords are an air card. You are an air sign here. So you're all about the ideas and the wisdom and pulling in that wisdom to move something forward here with so much determination. You're very, very determined. You've got the stamina right now, too. You're not feeling so exhausted, so depleted. There it is, the Magician again. Look at this, Gemini. You are manifesting something here. You have become the alchemist here. You've gotten together the potion that is working for you, the right formula that is working for you. It was just that last piece of the puzzle coming into play here. It snapped right in, it clicked right in, and you are off and running. You are off and running. You're just trying to figure this out. You're trying to figure out how to do this. How can I weave this into my life? How can I make it part of my daily life here? So it's not so big, so it's not so out of touch, so it's not so unreachable. My God, the power within you. You're just very, very powerful. You are the magician, the creator. What we think about comes about. That's law number one. That is the law of the magician here. What we think about comes about. You've shifted your thoughts. Challenge is the King of Wands and the Moon. Look at that. And the Two of Wands, the planning itself has gotten in your way. You've gotten a little bit lost in the details because you jumped too far ahead. How can I do this? You started visualizing the fears. The fears started really coming into play here of what could go wrong. There's a guardian angel watching over you, someone who has been on this earth with you, was a part of your life. You were a part of their lives. They've passed over and they really, really have your back here. They've been pushing you for a little while to move forward with this, to put those fears down, that we are meant to not know everything. Those are the obstacles we overcome. Those are the accomplishments. Those are the accomplishments when we can do it because of the fear, in spite of the fear here, not because we're fearless. How big of an accomplishment is something if you're fearless about it? If you literally have no fear about it, let's say you have no fear of public speaking and you go up on stage and you're speaking in front of 10,000 people and people are so proud of you. They're like, my God, I could never do that, because they have a fear of that and you don't. So how big of an accomplishment is that for you? You're tackling something that makes you very frightened, makes you very fearful of how you're going to do it, and you're moving forward because of the fear here. So when you get to this finish line, when you get to this victory, it's a huge, huge accomplishment. You're really, really proud of yourself, and the angels are really proud of you. This angel in particular coming through here is wanting me to impress upon you how proud they are of you. Extremely, extremely proud of you for conquering your fears, for doing it because of the fear you have around it here. You've let go of that fear here. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can see the light now. You can see the way now. You can see the plan now. The Two of Wands is all about planning and preparation here. You've been in planning mode for quite some time. You just didn't have all the facts. It was the wrong time before. So when you're thinking back of how this kind of went wrong, or it just didn't work out, it was a huge disappointment for you. big, big disappointment for you, that was all for purpose. That disappointment is there to feed your stamina right now, to feed your strength. And it's different now. You're different now. You're completely different. You are not the person you used to be. What's in your heart space? What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now? God, this birthday's bringing in some massive strength for you. Huge, huge accomplishment. You're really, really making that fear a part of you. It's just really the wind beneath your wings here. What has pushed you through is the fear here. So you've integrated that fear into your being, into your soul here. I'm not going to be afraid of you anymore. I'm going to make you part of me. I'm going to make you the reason why I'm doing this. My God, Gemini, my God, are you strong? You are so strong with this Leo energy coming through this strength card. The number 8, 2024 is a number 8 year. It's all about the karma of this. It's all about balancing out those fears and bringing in the knowing of how powerful you are, the knowing of how worthy you are to bring this dream in. My God. What else in the heart space? What else in the heart space? This wanted to really come out, the Knight of Cups. I almost bent it. Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, that rest period, the King of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. Look at these two twos at the end of the line here. The angel's advice here, the foundation of the angel's advice here. Their sole purpose of pushing you forward was to get you past the preparation here. It's really beautiful. But you did need that time to rest, that time to heal, that time to overcome the disappointment in this. You want to open up your heart to someone. You want to share this dream or this idea or this journey with someone. You want to really be open and vulnerable. You're ready to be vulnerable again because you've let go of those fears here of being seen. I think that's what it was. You didn't want to be seen. You didn't want people to know who you really were. Maybe you've been in hiding. You've been underneath these masks. But now you're so proud of your accomplishments. You're so proud of how far you've come. You're looking back and you're really seeing the obstacles that you've jumped over, the walls you've had to push through here. Really, really proud of yourself. The angels are really proud of you. And this is a time of accomplishment. This is a time of victory for you. You've gained the wisdom with the owl here in the King of Swords. And his sword is down now. You're not in fighting mode any longer. Now you're in inspired action mode. I love this. I love this. You're really trying to make a decision here. And I think it has to do with letting go of these fears. It's like, without these fears, who am I? Or what's going to push me? Maybe you're just really afraid to put them down. They've become your armor. They've become your shield, these fears. And if you put them down, you become very open, very vulnerable. And that's scary. That's scary. Who wants to show their underbelly in this world right now because of the angst and the judgment, right? We've just been in the midst of some massive, massive judgment from all. It's just like we've been called out. It's the Inquisition of all time, right? You've just been really, we all have, not you just in particular, but we've all just been really called out. And so you shelled up. You shelled up and you hid away like the turtle just to protect yourself, like we all did. We just kind of put ourselves in a timeout here, and you're breaking free of that timeout. You're not afraid to stand up out of that nest, to jump out of that nest, because you're feeling very healed. Seven of Wands, this is all about the spiritual journey, all about the gaining of the spiritual wisdom here. The universe wants you to be abundant, Gemini. It does. It does. It wants you to be abundant. It wants you to put down the fear of failure here, the fear of poverty here. Boy, you are off on this new adventure. I see you. You can see it in your mind's eye. You can visualize it. You can imagine it. And you've put yourself in this little bit of a bubble so that nobody could shatter that dream. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But now that you've kind of secluded yourself, you've kind of cut yourself off, put yourself in this little bubble here of protection, you're ready to move forward. You're going to be meeting some different friends, some different people, a different community around you. You're surrounding yourself with some different ideas and opinions, and much more of a non-judgmental walk that you are going on now. God, this is glorious. This is glorious. It's just like you are, the more you step toward it, the more you walk toward this dream, the more the armor falls off. It's just shedding off as you go here. You're really leaving it behind you. And those are the fears. Wow, letting go of the fears. That is probably going to be the title of this video, letting go of the fears. There is the ultimate fear itself, the devil energy, that the addictions are needed to move you forward, that you have to do that to get this here. So there's some kind of idea that if you let go of something, who will you be then? How will you do it? It's like trying to write a book for the first time when you're sober. Let's say you've used smoking or drinking or other things to write stories to get this grandiose story. And now you want to get healthy. Now you want to focus on you. You want to focus on your health and your well-being and your thriving without that. But you're so afraid to reveal what you really can do without that crutch, because you're letting go of that crutch. That's what I saw falling behind you as you were walking through this new adventure here. You're letting go of the crutch, letting go of the addictions, letting go of the idea that you need something to accomplish something else here. So that is something you're freeing yourself of. You're letting go of that devil energy, of the idea that it has to come with you or you can't do it. So maybe you're really good at public speaking, but you need that little nip before you get out on stage, right? That's your calming, that's your self-medication here. And now it's broken, it's down, shattered on the floor, that glass shield, that glass liquid courage, and you don't have it. But you're walking out on stage, you are very, very frightened. You don't know how you're going to react to this idea of doing this completely on your own without that tool. And then you open your mouth and you're just thriving. It's better than it was before. It's absolutely better than it was before, because now you're clear-minded. Now you have shed these crutches and it lifted you up. It really, really, you've risen above these ideas that you needed something to accomplish something else. You needed a little recovery from that. Absolutely, like we all did. But your rehab is over. Wow. 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 What else in the foundation? Seven of Cups. Look at this. The choices are wide open now. Now you get to choose. These addictions were making the choices for you. You were planning your life around these addictions, around these things that made you feel safe, made you feel secure, made you feel like you could do anything. And now you're understanding that you could have done it all along, that it was always up to you, that the idea that you needed that, it's like smoking again, the idea that you need a cigarette to calm down was the problem itself. If you could just have the cigarette, but not say, okay, well, this is what's giving me the calmness, this is what's relaxing me. If you could just have a cigarette because you're relaxed, because you're feeling good, because you're feeling healthy, it wouldn't be a problem. It would not be a problem. But it was the idea of addiction, the idea of the fear of being reliant on something, of having to have something. So you started planning your life around that. And now you're just so done with it. You're so done with it. You know, I got to say, I have quit smoking. It was probably one of the easiest things I ever did, because I never had this fear of smoking. I never had this idea around cigarettes that was going to get me. So when I laid it down with the help of e-cigs, it was very easy. People were very, very shocked that it was so easy to let that go. But it was a different kind of addiction for me. But still, an addiction is an addiction. And if we can free ourselves from something that we are relying on, that it's external from us, that is not spiritual, that is not internal, it's just one less thing to worry about. It's one less thing to have to bring with you, to have to pack in your bags, to have to think about. So you're more thinking about your well-being now, and you're thriving, and you're moving into this dream now, you're moving into this victory now, without the things that have held you back, the ideas that you needed something to have something else happen here. Beautiful, Gemini. My God, I'm so proud of you. All right, what else? What else? What's your advice in the foundation, Spirit? What is your advice? My God, look at this balance coming to you. Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. We've got a lot of major arcana on the table here, Gemini. But Archangel Michael, this is Archangel Michael. There's a card hiding underneath it. The Five of Wands, yeah, this has been a struggle. This has been a real struggle. It's just been really difficult to lay down the things that have, in your mind, in your imagination, really lifted you up, really helped you, really given you that courage. But you're ready. You are so ready. Really just rising above some things here, letting it go and not looking back. You're not looking back. You're not crying over spilled milk here. You are scooping it up and making some cream here. You're not letting the failures get in your way. You're not letting those fears distract you from what you want here, from where you're going here, from the big dream here. You know, I have this thing in the back of my mind here that you're even letting go of the dream itself because that felt like a restriction to you. And I kind of can feel where you were going with this. It's like you're letting go of the fears and the angst and the anxiety, but you're also letting go of the hope and the desire and the dreams here because you're understanding that hoping for something to happen or wishing for something to happen, it's putting into your psyche, into your well-being here, that you don't have it yet, that it's not here yet. So there's this restriction with all, and you have found this beautiful, magical way to lay it all down, to just be, to be happy where you are right now, to be in the moment right now, and be very appreciative of how far you've come and where you are. It's just like the yesterday is gone and tomorrow is unknown. So you're just really pulling it into the today, pulling it into the now moment. And you're even letting go of the dream itself. That feels like a restriction. That feels like a blockage when I say, well, one day I'm going to be here. I'm going to have that. That's just as detrimental to you in your mind right now as these addictions well, this helped me to get here, and so I need to bring this with me. You're letting it all go. This is a massive shedding. What's on the bottom? The Queen of Pentacles. You are going into nature. That is your addiction now. Now you are integrating with Mother Earth. You are pulling the strength from Mother Earth Gaia here, rather than the externals, the man-made externals here, the man-made ideas of what will make you happy: money, cars, houses, partners, whatever it is, that shaming, the shaming that you don't have it or that you're not there yet. You're letting it go. You're letting it go. You're really integrating. There's a massive integration happening here. You are the hybrid now. You're the hybrid of fears and hopes and dreams and anxiety and angst. You just pulled it all in. You pulled it all, made it a part of you, integrated this energy into you so that you don't need anything. You don't need anything right now. I need nothing right now. Wow. It's a beautiful feeling. It's just like I'm hearing you have arrived. I'm hearing the GPS, right? I'm hearing Siri. You have arrived, Gemini. And you have. This is beautiful. Such a beautiful reading. Let's just get a little bit of clarification. I don't want this to go too long because this is a very powerful reading, and I want you to integrate what I'm saying here. I want you to integrate the words of you are okay right now. You're better than okay. You have everything you need right now here. So I just want you to remember that. I just want you to feel the way it feels when Spirit integrates with you, jumps into this nest with you, just really that feeling of well-being, that all is well, all is well. But I do want to see what you're creating here with these two Magician cards. What are you creating? The Page of Wands. My God, that's what the adventure card is. You're creating a new adventure for yourself, a new way to be, a new you, a new idea of who you are without these addictions, without these ideas that maybe you can't leave a situation, or you can't live without a certain person. Maybe there's some codependency you're letting go of here. Whatever it is, it's a massive letting go. It's a massive letting go of anything holding you back. As soon as you do walk away from situations that you feel very codependent with, those situations, it's going to be so much easier than your fear of doing so, Gemini. It's really interesting. I'm getting this feeling of empowerment as soon as you walk away from them. It's just like every step you take further further and further away from this idea that you need someone, something other than spirit, other than your higher self guiding you, your steps get stronger and wider. You're very wide, strided away from it now, if that's a word. And you're gaining strength and happiness and joy and prosperity and peace with every step away from the idea that you're missing out on something, or you're missing something. You're missing a piece of information, or you're missing out on the fun here, or you're missing out on the prosperity here. You're just letting that go. And it's so beautiful. You don't know what's ahead. That's why I'm feeling you just really letting go of even the hopes, desires, and dreams here, because they have to go along with the fear, the anxiety, and the angst here. The fear of the unknown has to go. And even if you're imagining it being prosperous and peaceful and calm, and it's still an attachment. It's an attachment that the devil is talking about that you have to let go of. So have no preconceived notion of where this path is taking you. Just feel good in the moment, feel happy and joyful in the moment, and take those wider and wider steps towards your future. Because I think in the past you forgot that there was a future. I think we all did. I think we all got sucked into this idea that there was no future for us. So it became harder and harder to be optimistic, to be looking toward anything at all except fear and unknown and scarcity. I think we were all just being pushed into this idea that all was lost. And so you're shedding that. You're shedding that instead of saying, well, one day I'm going to have this and one day I'm going to have that with these two planning cards here. You're saying, you know what? I'm okay right now. I'm okay. Why can't I just be okay right now without that cigarette, without that drink, without that idea that I need something to feel better right now? But a long, long time ago, my mom had told me she had this meditation class. My mom is so spiritual and so beautiful. But she had this class where the teacher guided her to go sit on a bench in front of a beautiful, beautiful lake. Shut your eyes and sit on this bench, hear the water, feel the wind, feel the way of the world here, integrate with Mother Earth for a moment here. What are you doing? What are you doing? And who are you with? And it was interesting to see, because the people who said, oh, I'm having a drink, oh, I'm having a cigarette, oh, the teacher wanted them to imagine them putting that down and just enjoying the lake, enjoying the peace. Oh, I'm sitting with my partner. Imagine that partner on another bench over here. They're not too far out of reach, but they're not on this sacred bench with you. How do you feel? How do you feel? And it just kept going back to that. It's beautiful. It's a good way to let go of the idea that you need something to feel better. It's like a lot of people that I have talked to that have been addicted to opioids. That was the big epidemic here in the United States of America, for sure. And they said they wanted to feel better. They felt really good, so they wanted to feel better. And so it wasn't this idea that they were in the gutter feeling horrible and sad and depressed and they wanted to get out of that. No, it was this idea that they wanted to feel better. So this teacher was teaching my mom and the rest of the class to sit on that bench and feel what it feels like to feel good, to let that energy of Mother Earth, Gaia, and peace and love and compassion into your soul here. Let it seep into your soul without the externals, without the need to have anything else. What were these secrets that you thought you were missing out on with the moon? I want to see what that is, since it's in the mind space. The Seven of Pentacles, look at that. You've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups here. Seven is a very sacred number, a very spiritual number. So you've been on this 7-year cycle, this 7-year journey that led you right to this point, right to this bench on the lake where you have nothing but your love and well-being, nothing but your well-being. Oh God, it feels so good. Gemini, relish this moment, relish this birthday, relish this day. It's so beautiful. All right, let's get, I am running too long, but I want to see, maybe take a look at these addictions in the foundation. What is that all about? The Ace of Swords again. We started out with the Ace of Swords. We ended out with the Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Those other things are lying to you. They're lying to you. They want you to consume them. They want you to fall for it. They want you to keep counting on them, keep relying on them. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. You know the truth. You found the truth. And the truth in this case, Gemini, is really, really setting you free because you don't need anything to be happy. You don't need anything to be joyful. You don't need anything to change in this moment to feel good. And that's the truth. That is the truth. God, do I love this, Gemini. I love this. All right, Gemini, I am going to leave it here. I don't want this to run too long. I am just sending you all my love and light. I'm so, so proud of you for walking away from the things that are not serving you, that are lying to you, that are lying to you. I'm so proud of you. It's not easy to see the truth. It's not easy to do this on your own. But you got the strength, you've got the power, you've got the creator energy within you right now. So really, really use this wisely, use this time wisely, because you can beat anything. You can overcome anything. You absolutely know that that is the truth. That is the truth, that you've got this and you can overcome anything. Yes. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it here. And I hope that you enjoyed. I hope I helped someone, at least one person. That's always my goal in these readings. If I can help one person, I've done my job. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this reading. And I will try to tune in with you soon. The future for me is really, really unknown. I'm trying to plan some procedure here, but I will be back. I know I will be back, and I will be better than ever. And I'll be joining you in this feeling of all is well and the world is well, and we don't have to look at the dark any longer. The more we look for the things to be fearful of, the more things we shall find. So what we seek, we shall find. That is the truth. All right, Gemini, I will talk to you soon.